System Reforms Suggested, GERJ Part 4. Police Officer New Requirements. Mental Health Expectations. Potential officers should be required to take a mental acuity test, written or verbal, upon applying for entry into training. If potential officer fails test, applicant will have 2 weeks to retake a second mental acuity test and pass. If applicant fails second mental acuity test, applicant will no longer be accepted into the officer training program. Active patrol officers should be required to take a mental acuity test, written or verbal, every year of active duty. If active officer fails test, officer should be put on 2 weeks of paid leave, with contingency that officer must take it and pass the test in the second week of leave. If active officer fails the second test, the officer should be removed from active duty and should seek medical advice. Potential officers should be required to take a psychological exam upon applying for entry into training. If potential officer fails exam, applicant should be removed from training program and should seek medical advice. Psychiatric counseling. Active patrol officers should be required to take a psychological exam every 2 years of active duty. Exams should be randomized or personalized. If active officer fails exam, officer should be removed from active patrol duty, put on a desk job, and should seek medical advice. Psychiatric counseling. Active officer can return to normal active duties if psychiatrist gives the officer a clean bill of mental health. All officers should be required to take hand-to-hand combat training such as Jeet Kune Do, Aikido, Wing Chun, Taekwondo, Wendo, Hapkido, etc. With a reputable instructor, these martial arts forms focus on strengthening the mind along with the body.